On 6th April, NTV engaged Finance Ministry officials on the new tax measures in a raft of tax amendment bills they were preparing. The 1% tax on mobile money transactions in the Excise Duty Amendment Bill 2018 was among the proposals.
Another tax on mobile money of 1% as a way to collect more money and defray public expenditure.
2 weeks later, State Minister for Planning David Bahati tabled the tax measures in the Parliamentary Finance Committee for consideration, despite protests from the public, civil society organizations and some members of Parliament.
It is very regressive, and it's not considering different incomes in the population, hindering financial inclusion, and we are recommending that it is rejected.
There's no mobile money business in Uganda. If you remove people who are sending 5,000 to only 30,000, mobile money doesn't exist. So by this tax, you are impacting on the poorest of.
So the burden of taxation compared to others, if you look at UK, more than 30%. If you look at the US, so we are really not overburdening Ugandans.
The committee recommended adjustments on other taxes but approved a 1% tax on mobile money. The Committee of the Whole House debated and passed the proposals on 1st June. Some committee members, mainly from the opposition, wrote a minority report rejecting the mobile money and social media taxes. The NRM majority overwhelmed them.
Actually, we passed it without any amendment. So the 1% proposal was the minister's proposal, not ours as a committee.
However, in a twist of events, on 4th June, Finance Minister Matia Kasaija told a civil society post-budget meeting that the mobile money tax should have been 0.5% instead of 1%.
Now, if Parliament approved a whole percent, then I don't know who now is deceiving the other.
5 days after the tax was effected, attracting widespread public outrage, President Yoweri Museveni also clarified that the tax should have been 0.5%. So, where did the 1% tax originate from? What did Parliament pass? And what did the President sign for in the Excise Duty Amendment Bill to become law? Sources in the Finance Ministry told NTV that earlier, the President had put pressure on Uganda Revenue Authority to hit the revenue target of the 2018-2019 financial year. URA did not hit its target last year. Ministry of Finance technocrats then raised the mobile money tax figure from 0.5% to 1%. Sources said the President had suggested 100 shillings for social media tax, but the officials raised it to 200 shillings. State Minister for Planning David Bahati says government is ready to reduce the mobile money tax to 0.5% in the new Excise Duty Amendment Bill, set to be tabled in Parliament after recess.
Yeah, because the law was passed with 1%, so we will amend that. We will do the amendment as soon as possible.
These contradictions have raised questions on coordination in government and whether telecommunication companies are paying taxes due to them or exploiting Ugandans. Chairman of the Parliamentary Finance Committee, Henry Musasizi, says in considering the new bill, the committee would critically look into what telecom companies charge for sending and withdrawing money following many complaints.
But when I hear some people talking, they're only emphasizing the 1%. Yet 1% is lower compared to the charges companies charge on mobile money. So even these charges, we also have to discuss them.
If the proposed 0.5% is passed, someone sending, say, 100,000 shillings would pay 500 shillings for sending and another 500 for withdrawing. In addition, the telecom companies charge 1,000 shillings for sending and another 3,000 shillings for withdrawing. As the Ministry of Finance continues to make adjustments in the new tax measures, a directive has been sent to telecommunication companies to ensure that by next week, they have changed the way they are collecting OTT tax from mobile money to directly on social media bundles and airtime. Habad Ziwa, NTV, Kampala.